Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. In the last episode we finished the game, it was the final episode, but luckily for you guys we have some extra episodes because we have mini-games to do, and I really should go, show those off, because I can't show off the Mario vs. Luigi. Mentioned that a few times before. What basically happens is, it's a two-player part. I don't have a second person, so I cannot show the Mario vs. Luigi part, which is unfortunate. As I said, it's like a race to get star coins through, there's like three or four pre-made levels that they just do. They're unique levels, so unfortunately it's a shame I can't show them. But instead we have mini-games to do, guys, and that's pretty exciting. All of them involve the touchscreen, and you'll recognize that a lot of these mini-games are taken from Super Mario 64 DS, as a matter of fact. So this one, except for I think there might be like one or two of them that are actually new, but this one isn't. This one you have to slide the stylus over repeatedly. Now, guys, keep in mind when I'm doing these mini-games that basically, because I don't have a stylus, I'm using, my mouse, because this is how I record, I'm gonna be a bit bad when it comes to these minigames, so don't be like, oh my god, you suck so much at the game, you troll face, troll face. Because I just suck. And even then, for this particular minigame, I can't even do it with a stylus. So half these games I suck at with a stylus, so yeah, things are just not gonna be pretty. So don't expect, I'm just showing off the games, I'm not really showing off how to be pro at them, just keep that in mind. I guess I usually when I load up New Super Mario Bros. DS, I'm usually there to play New Super Mario Bros. DS and not just random touch mini games. But that's how the snowball one goes. It's pretty simple. I was like, do I want to do another one? But I was like, nope, no, we're just gonna move on for our lives. And this one is Lakitu Launch. Lakuto. I keep freaking saying stupid stuff. This is actually kind of fun, where you have to basically use a slingshot to shoot spinies into the dude, the cloud dude. I'm just gonna call him the cloud dude. The cloud dude's shell. If you get multiple spinies in there, it'll actually make him fall downwards a little bit, which is kind of handy. Because it'll get him like that, basically, where you can just, throw a bunch of them in a row. It'll let you get some multiple points all at once. I actually managed to get a lot of them in this one over here as well, which is kind of surprising. My high score for this is around like 20 something. I know I get pretty low on this one in comparison to my high score. I don't know, not really my favorite game. It's a little boring. It's a little low paced. Super Mario 64 DS does have a lot more minigames than these ones, which, like I said, these are all included in Super Mario Bros. 64 DS. But Super Mario Bros. 64 DS, God, that's a long thing to say. It's a lot of like random numbers and letters and stuff like that. It has a lot more minigames over there than they do in this game, if that makes any sort of sense. There's like, I think that they may sound like a good 10, 15 games or so. I don't remember if this one was actually in the game or not. Oh, you can also play most of these games. There's a multiplayer version of these games as well that you can play with your friends. I know this one especially does, it's whoever can survive the longest. And I don't know if all of them have multiplayer versions. Really, I don't really remember most of these, so I haven't really played multiplayer minigames that much. I think there's some multiplayer minigames as well that aren't shown in here, so it sort of works like that as well, where you might not be able to see, how many, you might not be able to show off all the minigames that are technically in this game, because some of them might be multiplayer only. But then some of these games are single player only as well, so just kind of how it works. There's no indication to tell which ones are multiplayer or single player. Anyway, you're dodging the fire, you're dodging the fireballs until your bomb explodes. That one's pretty simple and easy. So yeah, this is gonna constitute 2 videos. Because that's about how long it took. So we'll get close to halfway. We'll get through all the action, and I think I get through like 4/5 of the puzzle one or something like that, and then we'll do card and variety next time. So that's how it's gonna work. Just 2 episodes of extra videos, then a closing video, and that'll be it for New Super Mario Bros. DS. This one, you whack Monty moles by touching them in the face. Did you just touch them appropriately, and then you go to court, and the judge dude's like, so, show me where this person touched you, and he pokes his little Monty mole face, because I'm poking him in the face. That's just the most random aside. This is why I shouldn't try to do long-winded thoughts, because my thoughts just go too fast, and it doesn't work out. But Monty Mole's trying to get, I actually think I do get a pretty good score here. 50? That's a pretty solid score. That's not even half bad. I'm sure it's nowhere near like the caliber of scores people have gotten before, but it's not bad. Oh, I did this one again? Okay. Oh, I did this one again because I wanted to show off just quickly what happens if you poke Luigi. Because he just makes a funny little sound. He goes, ah! And it's really weird. And then you can pause, you can quit out as well. You do have to quit out of the minigames for your high scores if you save. Don't make the mistake I do of getting a high score and then quitting. As you can see, by the way, this one I already have high scores on because, long story short, the whole blowing thing, because this one you actually have to blow into your microphone in order to get Yoshi to rise. You only get 2 hits, by the way. They look very much like the balloons in Mario Kart 64. Did Mario Kart 64 or Mario Kart 64? Did Mario Kart DS come out before or after this game? I forget. I think Mario Kart DS was before this game, I want to say. But yeah, you have to blow into the microphone, which took me a while to actually figure out a good way to do the whole blowing thing, but I think I actually have that pretty figured out now. I have a much better system than what I use for Spirit Tracks. Because the thing of this is the microphone for this is a lot more, is a lot less sensitive than the one for Spirit Tracks. So for Spirit Tracks, what I had work is it was a really sensitive mic, and you only need a very brief blow because it was mostly for the whirlwind. I think it's almost entirely for the whirlwind. Well, there's also the person at the creepy old lady dude, but yeah. So this microphone apparently more sensitive, less sensitive than the one in Spirit Tracks, which makes sense. Spirit Tracks did come pretty late in the DS cycle. I guess they sort of tweaked microphone mechanics by then. This is New Super Mario Bros. DS was like mid-life for the DS, wasn't it? I want to say it was about like middle of the life. I know, no, it was actually it was pretty early on. Anyway, for some reason this one just takes me a long time to find. Wanted, one of my favorite games actually. And this is in the puzzle section now. You basically have to find the guy's picture that is shut up there. Most of the time it's going to be Luigi because he's the hardest one to find because he's green like Yoshi, so you can't go by color, and he looks like Mario, so you can't go by face. So Luigi is definitely by far the hardest to find because Wario and Mario use colors. Yoshi just looks completely different, and but Luigi looks the same, so he's definitely the hardest one to find. For these puzzle ones, I mean, I could go forever on these ones. I'm going to go to about 15 or until I just happen to screw up, which is possible, especially if you hit the wrong one. If you hit the wrong one, you lose like 10 seconds on your clock, and that's never good. As you can see, it does get harder and harder as you go, but, well, actually, no, at this point, it mostly stays about at this level. It's just, it becomes a matter of time before you just miss them. Which, is this the one I screw up? I forget. I know at some point I do screw up. I think it's this one. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. I found it. Good. Which is good because I sat there the whole time like, he's right there. But yeah, there's some really tricky ones where they're really well hidden. I guess the nice thing about playing these kind of games is you guys can see if you can find him before I do. Before I do my run, as usual, post commentary. This one I don't see him at all even now. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see him. Apparently, the me that was here didn't see him. I think I'm gonna miss. I think this is the one I mess up. So yeah, that's Wanted in a nutshell. Definitely one of my favorite mini games. This one's just fun to play. I've gotten to like the 80s and 90s before, and this one I just got like 13 because I suck. And I hit the wrong one there. If you hit the wrong one, he goes, yay! And then you're like, oh, I'm sad. And then you're sad. An unlucky 13, as opposed to a lucky 7 for our high score. Rather unfortunate, but we shall move on to this one. Now I'm decent at this game, but I just sucked, like, really badly at this one for some reason. I don't even know. But you have to match the top wiggler. I lose 10 seconds right there by picking the wrong one. You have to match the top wiggler with the bottom wiggler. I don't know which one I even pressed the first one. But just match the patterns. Look at the pattern and analyze which one's the one like it. But that's easier said than done because of the way things are angled and stuff like that. It can be really hard to tell like a slightly leftward spot versus a slightly rightward spot, and it makes things a bit tricky. So the lower, yeah, it's the lower right one. Alright, so that's the basic gist of this game. I really don't spend too long on it, especially because it does start getting hard when they start moving, and eventually they do add a lot more wigglers, and that makes things really complicated. Once they're moving, and there's a lot of them, then things just get really tricky. Like this right here is where it starts getting a little bit trickier. Okay, got that one, that's good. Do I make it to level 6 or 7 or so? This one shouldn't be too bad. No, never mind. And they get all red and angry because he lost the game. It's like 2 episodes in a row that I've made that reference. Freaking hell. Anyways, high score because I don't have any scores. Because I'm lame. But we're just gonna move on from the wigglers because they don't matter. This game, the next one, I really have no idea how you're supposed to play this game. I just hide and boost seek. I just suck at this game really badly. So don't expect anything miraculous right now. What you need to do is you need to find where the boos are. Using your touch. I guess you just have to like touch a lot. I think it says touch a lot faster. Touch a lot faster. Does that make any sense? Than how I usually do it. Now I get to level 2. As you can see, there's 2 boos now, which makes things even harder. So you have to scratch around and hopefully try to find them. I actually managed to find both of them, which honestly, 90% of the time I fail at level 2 anyway. So this is like a miracle right in itself. And then we move on to level 3, which is expected has 3 boos. Oh boy. Okay, Luigi, let's see what we can do. You got 1, you got 2, and that you get like such a little amount of time that there's just not time to get them, and they just move so erratically and they're so small that it's not a very easy game to play. So I'm sure that there are people out there who are gonna watch this video and be like, I got like 50 on that game. Well, I got 2. So what now? I don't know. Puzzle panel. This one's gonna take a while. This is actually gonna be the entire rest of the episode because this one takes actually quite a while. And I do about 15 of these. Probably gonna sped this up a bit because it's not really the most exciting game. But I figured it's definitely one of the more I guess intricate puzzles. It's probably the most complicated puzzle in my opinion. Or the most complicated minigame in general to do. So in terms of how long it took, it's worth taking the 6-7 minutes I took to do this game to finish out the episode. Because it does get actually a bit more complicated, and it's good to show off how complicated it can actually get. So as you can see, first of all, it's easy. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon, like puzzle mode from Pokemon Puzzle Challenge and Yoshi's Tetris Attack. I was gonna say Yoshi's Story, but that is a platformer game and not Tetris Attack. That's nowhere near Tetris Attack. But as you can see, it does get a little more complicated. We have to do 2 moves. You get 3 chances per each one. Once you use up all 3 chances, you will lose. So that's just how it works. It will get more complicated. The boards will get bigger. You'll have to do more moves, and that's just basically how it goes. Like I said, I'm gonna get to about 15 before I purposely screw up. Or actually, I don't even purposely screw up. I think I just lost there actually, because it does get hard. It does get pretty hard. It's a very fun game to play though. Definitely one of my favorite ones. I think I screwed up here. I don't see it. Well, the fun thing is you guys can see if you can figure out these puzzles before I do. And that's what happens when you get it wrong. They do that little funny noise, and then you're like, oh, they screwed up. So let's see if you guys can get these before I do. No pause in the video. That's cheating. That is cheating. You're not allowed to do that. That's not fair. But, yeah, I got it here. There we go. Not too bad. So, that is 5. Already a third of the way done. See? That's not that bad. That didn't take that long, did it? And this one's pretty obvious, actually. So you can see the board did get a little bit bigger, so we're moving up in the world here. Bigger boards, more problems, and this one's also not that hard. Just the one over there. Yep, right there. Not too bad. But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. DS wrapping up pretty fast. Definitely been a fun experience so far, as I mentioned when I was talking about over the credits, because the credits and stuff like that. Definitely been a very fun experience, and I am pumped for the next game, which is, you guys know, since I started, I've been recording that. It's going to be good times, and yeah, I'm still glad I did. I was like, I was on the fence whether I wanted to do that game, and just do Super Mario Bros. Like, a year from now or so, or just get this game over with because it's really quick and easy. And I'm really glad that I picked this game because I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely was worth taking the time to do, and I'm glad. I hope I did it well. I hope I gave the game the justice it deserves. Deserves great justice. Okay, past self, hurry up and get this puzzle because I can see how to do this, and apparently past self could not because this one's not that bad. Yeah, there and there. That's really not that bad. That's gonna be 10. I think this is where things start getting a bit tricky, though. No, not yet. It's around 15 when they start getting a bit tricky. This one, as you can see, is just a really big board, so you just have to, be careful. I guess the fact that I don't have a divider in these videos is just because I simply can't actually have a divider on the way I record the DS. It doesn't let me have one. Kind of makes it a little weird, but I think you guys can tell the halfway line, like right above the hearts, is where just the line is supposed to be. So I think you guys can tell that. It's not that hard to figure out. Especially when the stars come out and pretty much blatantly show where the line is. Kind of cool though when they have like the puzzle like this where the top screen. I always do like how it looks on the top screen, the bottom screen line up perfectly. Well, I guess they don't quite. The Yoshis do sort of flicker out of screen for a second. But I always hate that sometimes I have to have like a little divider in my videos, or the divider's missing. It makes things a little weird sometimes, but that's just the way I have to do it. So this one's a bit complicated, huh? I mean, you have to see. The thing is, like, it's really easy early on because you can see, oh, well, it's gonna be wrong here, so I have to fix it by doing that. And no, that didn't quite work. But then later on, you don't really have the luxury of being able to see, oh, it's wrong here. Do I get this time? I think I. Is it? Right? Yeah. Hey, there you go. I think half of these I just solved via random luck, actually, but that's okay. Level 15. This is the last one I'm going to be doing. Oh, did I do the game after this later? I forget. Oh no, I just take a very long time. I think of trying to figure out these last two. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I left it after this game. Probably could have sped up part of this, but whatever. You can see the whole experience for itself. This one, where do you? Let's do something over there. That's a trick. I mean, yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping you guys are having fun trying to see if you can beat these before me. Can you out-puzzle the puzzle master, even though I'm not really a puzzle master? Hey, I got that first try. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like the fact that they use the mushrooms and they use the caves. Now, this is where things get tricky. They go back to the very small board, but you have to do 3-turn puzzles. And I imagine later on you have to do 4-turn puzzles, and the board will get bigger for 3-turn puzzles. They'll get really complicated, but 3 turns... Like, I'm really good at seeing ahead 2 turns, maybe, but 3 turns, things start getting a bit too beyond my thought process, I guess. Never been too great at these puzzle sort of stuff. So this is my first attempt, I guess. I'm pretty sure this is the one where I lose. If you guys happen to see the puzzle beforehand, like, feel free to tell me where it is. Well, let's see if I can figure this out while I'm actually just looking at this. Well, that's gonna be really hard while I'm actually trying to narrate here. But, yeah, see, I'm not really good at when it comes to this sort of puzzle stuff. I guess I could see 2 or 3 moves you could do. I think I might see the solution, but unfortunately I have no way of trying that, so, I don't know. If you guys have, like, a super solution, feel free to post it if you want. I guess I'd be curious to see who can get the right answer. You'll get a nice, shiny internet cookie for if you do. I don't know. I'm not offering any significant reward, but like I said, I'm going to be ending it with failing this puzzle here, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to do wrong at this point, and lose my last heart, and lose the puzzle. So, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we shall be continuing the show off these minigames, and wrapping up this game. So, I will see you guys next time. Got a nice, shiny 15. That's not horribly bad, actually. So, see you guys next time.